Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is haschischtasche and welcome back to another Timezone server episode. This episode took quite long, and the main reason for that is that we switched server hosts. So we are on a new server here. It's still the old world, by the way, which you obviously have seen by now. And yeah, what basically happened is Nitro wasn't satisfied with our last hoster. So wasn't me, and probably all of the other guys and girls. So no one was really satisfied with our old hoster. And yeah, because of that we wanted to switch server hosts, or Nitro wanted to. But he said in the Skype group chat that hosting a server is kind of more work than he imagined it would be. And he's busy with work and school and stuff. Probably not work, probably school. And anyways, this all led to me taking over, so I'm hosting this server now. We got a pretty good host, in my opinion. So far as I can tell. Because we have been on the server for like 1 day now. Half a day, even. Only. Anyways, we got something new. We got a scoreboard. And this is something that we have been wanting to do for quite a long time, but we could never all decide on what exactly we wanted to do, and Nitro didn't have the balls to decide. So right now this is creepers killed. I have 47 creepers killed since yesterday. And it will change every week, so next weekend it will change to something like, I don't know, cobble mined. Or gold smelted. Just weird stats that have no purpose. So, anyways, what I want to do today is I want to build a mailing system for the server. Right now, when you want to mail stuff, you basically have to go to everyone's base. I don't really like that. Because people go further and further away, especially new people probably go further away, even more further than other ones. More further, is that correct? Searching for ingredients for a map here. And yeah, it's quite the journey if you just want to advertise your business or do some other stuff. No, I didn't want to throw that away. Actually, we can craft the map right here. So what I want to do is build a mail system. Basically a building at spawn where... Do I want 14 compasses? Probably yes. A building at spawn where everyone has a chest to put mails into. And we will even make it a little bit more fancy and give everyone a unique key so everyone can only access his own chest. Which is kind of redundant on a server that is based on stuff on trust, because even if it wasn't based on trust, people could just mine away a few blocks and still access other people's chests. But yeah, I mean, what is the point in a key system? There is not really a point. It's just, if you can do it fancy with redstone, you should do it fancy with redstone. Same reason why you open a piston door automatically instead of having a lever on every piston and pulling them all yourself. It's a convenient thing too. Anyways, we want the maps because we also want to do something very fancy that we can do when we do it with redstone. And that is, we want to display for people when they got mail. Like we will have a map here somewhere. I'm not sure where I will activate it yet. And then everyone basically gets a copy of that map. And when you have mail in your mailbox, a piston retracts a block or something, so you can see on the map 10,000 blocks in that direction if you have mail here. And can come here, get your mail. And piston extends the block again. So basically, yeah, an alarm system. just a notification system that you got mail. Where's my F3? There. Okay. This should be sort of in the middle of a map. Probably not exactly. So, could we build it here? I just don't want it to be on the edge of the map. What is that gray thing? Is that the stair? Yep. Okay, probably we will build it around here. The building itself will be about 16 blocks wide, 20 blocks long or something. But on the outside it will be another few blocks. Like it will be 32 blocks wide, because I want to have the display, and the display will take up quite some glass. Yay! 48 creepers. Quite a few blocks, because I do not want a single pixel to be representative of you getting mail, like, because that is hard to see, a single pixel on this map. So it will be like 3 pixels or something. Something that is easy to see with colored wool or clay or something. Anyways, I will get some resources and maybe even start on the redstone a little. It's basically a simple pattern that we have to repeat over and over again. And then I will also show you how we are going to do the keys, because they have to be unique for every person, and they shouldn't be... You shouldn't be able to copy a key by like having a key that is a redstone dust and just say, here person A has snowballs, person B has redstone dust, person C has iron. Because people could just try out stuff and might find the right key. We don't want that to happen, so we have to make it more secure. I will see you in a minute, I guess. Alright, so I've built one of the mailboxes. We have water here. This displays us that we do not have any mail here, and now if I go to this guy's mailbox and give him some mail, like ender pearls or iron or whatever, it changes. Now, one downside here is that you have to update this map manually if you send mail. But that's not too bad. I mean, it can be here in the building in an item frame, people take it out, put it into their hand, put it in again. And when you update this, all the copies of the map on the whole server get updated, no matter if they are in item frames or in people's hands or inventories or on the ground even, doesn't matter. So now it changed to red. This guy has mail. This guy is now me. I come here, put in my key, which right now is a piece of cobble, but we will change that. And if you do, you can access your chest, get your stuff out and your key. Then it closes again and updates this. So the way this works is really simple. There's a lot of reds. Yeah, it's not really a lot. So all the items that get put into this chest go down here and into this chest. When there's items in this chest, it turns on the piston water thingy. We take a comparator output here, goes into a torch, goes into a repeater, goes into a block, goes into another torch. So that takes care of the water. So a few seconds ago I said all the items go into that chest. That's not true, because keys will go into this hopper if they can. So right now cobble will go into this hopper exclusively. That will turn off this torch for a second, which will put this cobblestone into this dropper and a cobblestone from here into this hopper. Then it turns on this torch, which puts our key back into the large chest so you can get it out again. And it also triggers this RS latch consisting of 2 droppers. And this basically just controls the piston at the top. So we did this and there's actually items in there. Now the cobblestone is here. Take an output from that, goes into a torch tower, goes into the piston. Until we take all the items out from here, because that will go into this torch and trigger the R sledge from the other side. So we take this out now. Resets. Pretty simple. Now for keys. We do not want to use cobblestone, obviously, because first of all, it's very easy to guess, and second of all, people cannot send cobblestone this way. Now what we could do is rename the cobblestone to something like Bobblestone, and then only cobblestone named Bobblestone would go into this. So that would work, but you have to pay levels for that, not really what I'm looking for. Also, it's not 100% secure. Well, I'm talking about security here, but this is not secure. Obviously, you can just take this out and access the chest or something. But imagine you were building this on a server where you have block protection or something. You can actually make this 100% secure with block protection by using the right keys. You do not want to use items or named items because in theory you can get these, or everyone can get these. What you want to use is either maps or books. And that is because you can duplicate these and they stack. The item has to stack, obviously. But the main reason is this map is unique. Well, we can duplicate it, but no one else can duplicate it without having exactly this map. You see there the block, not the block ID, the damage value of this map is 0. If Nitrogen came here and I gave him a map and he would activate it here where I activated my map, he wouldn't get the same map, he would get the map with damage value 1. So there's no way for anyone to get this map except for me right now, because I have this original and I can copy it with crafting. Same with books. If you have a book with the title ASDF and the contents 1, 2, 3, 4, you can copy that book and it would stack, but if someone else writes the exact same book, and even if the same person signs it and all the content is exactly the same, it's not the same book. It wouldn't stack. It's a different book, basically. Except it's it looks pretty much the same, but it doesn't stack with the original books. So yeah, we are going to use books, I think, because maps, you have to pay like for iron and redstone for a map, whereas for a book you just have to pay your stuff, like paper, leather and ink sac and a feather. You can easily farm that. And yeah, mainly it doesn't cost iron. I'm a little bit worried about my iron supply because I'm using 4 hoppers here and then 2 pistons. And we will have a bunch of these mailboxes. In total we will have 20, 10 on this side, 10 on this side. And we will use different colored blocks for, yeah, not for all of them, but for every side. So we will have 10 different colors and we will have the same colors on the left side. But then people just have to remember on the map, like I'm blue on the left side or I'm yellow at the right side or something. The reason we are not using 20 different colors, we could get 20 different colors, no problem. But some of them are very, very similar. Like green wool is exceptionally similar to leaf blocks on the map. And white wool obviously is similar to snow. That's not too bad actually, because there's no snow around here. Yeah, but light blue, for example, is similar to cyan. Very similar, by the way. And so on. Even red and brown, you can hardly distinguish red and brown wool on the map. Yeah. Anyways, I will build some of these and see you in a minute after I finished this. Haha, 20 mailboxes done, and that means we are pretty much finished redstone wise. This is how it looks on the map at the moment. Now we need to build a building around this, and we also need to do one more little thing, and that is put all the keys in and make the keys. And that probably is the part of this build which will take the longest time, because we need 6 books for every sorter plus an additional book as a key. That's 7 books per chest. That's like 140 books. Yeah. So I'm going to craft 140 books. I will craft a few extras. And we cannot even use normal books, we have to use books with a quill. Which makes it kind of annoying to craft. But yeah, I will do this, fill this all in, test it all out, and then I will see you for the build. Alright, all the mailboxes are done and tested, now we can work on the building. We will have a carpet entrance here, because mobs will not go through this, because they do not see the carpet and think there's a 5-block drop here. Probably going to get rid of the torches and put them lower or something. I want to build the building mainly out of quartz. I do not have enough quartz right now, but I can farm some. Let's get rid of that. Put it here, I think. And maybe have a 3 wide window here. Like so. Or something. Maybe you should work on the front side here. Maybe have a pillar like here, then do this. And do I have dirt? Yes. Another pillar like here. Stair. Chiseled. We will put green highlights in. So I have something like this for the front, mirrored on the other side. Let's have this window green too, I think. Maybe actually grey. I do not have any grey paints. We can hide these pistons with carpet later. And to give it a bit more depth, we should do something like having an outline here of grey clay. One block higher. Like so. Let's finish this. Let's go over with this. I fell down, which is terrible. Where's the middle? Right above me. Let's have a lamp here. Let's only walk on one side right now, because I do not have a lot of materials. Then have the same thing here. Go over. Lamp. Go over this way. Now we will have a grey glass skylight here. I probably want to exchange that window there with grey glass too. Because too much green probably doesn't look too good. And to hide this here, we will do this as a highlight. But then instead have a grey window, I think. Ha. Ha. Do I have ender pearls on me? Nope. Of course not. I have ender pearls in some chest back there. Actually, let's try grey paints right now. I probably should sig touch this. No sig touch on me, though. There's a creeper back there, which is important knowledge. Because he will blast most of this. Let's kill him. And fall down. No. At least he exploded in water. Okay. pillar. Chiseled, go up. I'm using chiseled there because you can see that from the inside. Maybe another chiseled. Ah. Yeah. Okay. Dirt. No, there was a stair here, right? On the other side? I think there was. Yes. Okay. Then let's do something like this. We need a lever on top here and we need to hide that somehow. Which we will do with slab. Then maybe go over with slabs. Let's see, how does that look? It's fine, I think. We also need to add the clay there, because right now it's unbalanced, but it gives a nice outline, the clay, I think. So let me finish this up. Also need to harvest a lot of more quartz. A lot of more quartz. A lot more quartz. I do not have a lot of quartz at the moment. Actually, I have very small amounts of quartz only. Ah, he's looking for villagers. I'm so worried about creepers. I got creepered once in the redstone and it was terrifying. Probably want to exchange this with dirt. Actually all of this. Please tell me I have enough, yes. Okay, so grass will grow here. Actually we can have like pumpkins or glowstone here. Probably glowstone because I'm too lazy to place blocks below. I think I brought some glowstone, yes. Just to give it a little bit more lighting here. And just have green carpet on top. And maybe use green glass at the top instead of lime. Not sure yet. Although the lime looks kind of cool, I think. Okay. Anyways, I will go harvest some quartz, and just so I do not waste a lot of levels, we will do an enchantment on a shovel before I do that. Let's get Silk Touch. Dum-de-dum. Silk Touch. Ah. Still a good shovel. Anyways, I will go harvest some quartz and see you when I'm done with the build. Haha, I'm done with the build. So looks pretty nice in my opinion from the outside. There's one thing that annoys me a little bit, but we'll talk about that later. You pretty much know the inside more or less. Well, you knew the first part here. Also labeled the chests. People had the chance to choose the color the last 2 days. Some people didn't, so Cubics for example got random brown. And Rhino got random gray. Eldron got random green. But yeah, a lot of people did choose the color. Then back here we have books and quilts. You can buy these for 1 iron each. Because people want to send mail, they can get the books here. Payments and donation chest, and a guide which is not written yet. Yeah, that's pretty much about the build. Oh, also back here we will have the map to update it and a sign saying that. But I thought about this for a second and we should have the map on that side. And the reason is that when you take this out, there's a small chance that it lands on this slab, and if it does, it will be picked up by a hopper below. So we should put it on the right side, because here the chance is quite a bit lower, because this is 1 block further back, because the chests are shifted. So exchange these. And then the thing on the outside. It's a roof, it's pretty flat. You can see it when you come up here because you're at the level with that. It's no problem from down here because you do not really see the roof, but from here it annoys me a little bit. So maybe you should try to change it. Oh, also I made a stack of gray stained clay by accident. I wanted to have the cyan. I'm not sure what we could do. We could maybe have something like this. To break it up a little bit. And just have these all over. Actually, I absolutely don't like that. I guess we'll leave it at this for the time being. And maybe change it later. So now what I need to do is write a book for everyone. Well, write the guidebook here obviously, and I will just copy that 13 times. I'm not sure how many members we have. 13 times or something. And give everybody the same book, but I also need a unique book for everyone to tell them which color they are and where the color is. So something like, hey, you are lime on the east. That's west. You're lime on west, and it's between orange and red or something. Then I want to give everybody mail so they can see that on the map, their color. Just something random like stack of arrows or something. And a book like Welcome to the Timezone mail system. And do I need anything else? Everybody needs a map, of course. So I need to clone this map quite a few times. And then I have to go to everybody's place to give them the key and the map and the book. Because without their key, they cannot access the mail, so I cannot send it with the mail system yet. Which is kind of a bummer. Anyways, I will do that all between episodes or at the beginning of next episode, because we are quite late here already. Like this has been running for 20 minutes or something. And to end the episode we will do an enchantment. I enchanted a book and got Luck of the Sea 3, by the way. I went home in between harvesting quartz. Sharpness 3, nice. Blast protection, it's okay, but sharpness 3 is probably better. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. I will see you again next time. Also, we kind of need to have a way here, like a walkway. Anyways, take care.